Hello and welcome to ND Model Works. Quick in front of the video, in front of the camera video to begin with. Not used to this, as you all know by now. It's all pretty new to me. So what have I been up to? Well, this week we've been up to doing the 148 Mosquito from Tamiya, and so far she's coming lovely. There's a full build videos are being put up on YouTube. I've got about 3 hours worth to edit before the next part goes up, then we'll be fine. But today this is all about Airfix. I've been lucky enough to be involved with Oldclad and spoke to Robert Bunn, who owns the company, yesterday, and he said go and get what you need. So I heard a rumour that this was going to be released this weekend, and I wasn't sure if Hannets were going to get it in, but I wanted to get the Sea Fury, which will come in another review later on today. But I managed to go and pick up one of these beauties, if you can see it. Hang on, go to one side. The new 172nd North American B-25C Mitchell. Now, I picked this up literally an hour and a half ago. I took it out of a packing box from Airfix direct. These aren't even on the shelves yet there. I haven't looked at it, I have no idea. I've seen no sprue reviews online or anything like that. What I'll do at the end of this video, I'll take some sprue shots and everything else, so they'll all be on this video in one hit. So hopefully we'll see how we go. Right, so without further ado, what I'll do, let's get on with the unboxing and see what the kit's like. Right, so without further ado, let's have a look in the box. So straight away we've got some beautiful box work by Mr. Tubi of a B-25 in, it looks like very light grey underneath with olive drab top. Fuselage looks absolutely brilliant. It really does look nice. So it looks like we've got a couple of options. We'll have a look at those later. So your kit number is A06015. On the side of the box, just our usual warnings and our usual ends, as Airfix generally do. We have our two kit markings, which are Lady Jane, 23rd Anti-Submarine Squadron, Tampa, Florida, USA, July 1943, and Desert Warrior, 81st Bombardment Squadron, medium, 12th Bombardment Group, medium, Boiling Field, Washington, DC, 1943. So nothing on the bottom, and we have a completely sealed box, so I have no idea what's inside of here, and we'll have a look and see what we come up with. Just move my Mosquito, so just out of the way for a little while. So we've got quite a large box, but as you can see she's full, so that's nice. Instructions in a new format, and decals just chucked in the box willy-nilly, so not very good on that form, let's say. So first of all, let's put this box to one side. Have the decals there, safe for a moment. We'll have a look at our instruction manual. So I'll take you out a little bit so you can see. Good size AA4, and we've got colour call out in the middle of it. Yep, lovely. Right, so I've got our usual blurb, bits and pieces about the aircraft and everything else. So maximum speed 272 mile an hour, range was 1,350 miles, had a wingspan of 67 feet 6 inches, a length of 52 feet 11 inches. Armament was 4 5-inch machine guns, 1 3-inch machine gun, 3,000 pound bomb load. So a medium bomber basically. So usual little blurbs about what the bits and pieces mean, and we're straight into the cockpit. I'll bring you in a little bit more. You can see. So we've got the instrument panel going down with a double yoke together in one piece, which looks a good idea. Looks like some nice detail in the cockpit, and again the usual way of doing things, putting it all down and showing you where it goes when it's finished, or when the part is put together. We've got a decal for the instrument panel, but it's a bomber with very small windows. You're not going to see a lot inside there. Bulkheads going on, seats going in. They don't look like they've got belts on them, but then again we will have to have a look at the parts themselves. So rear bulkhead going back in, telling you to drill out 2 holes for A variant on the underneath, and this is the bottom plate for the front of the aircraft, the rear bottom of the fuselage. Then we have a large wing spar section going in, your bomb aimer's seat for the front, bomb racks starting to be put inside with some nice detail in there, and then that whole section slides into the fuselage. And looking at this fuselage section, it looks like there's quite a bit of ribbon detail inside, which looks really, really nice. Rear part of the wing spars going together with another part, a former part, where it's actually asking you to put 25 grams of weight in there, double that, to go into there, because obviously it's a 3-wheeled, how can I put it, a tricycle aircraft, so they will sit forward. So obviously this will be a tail sitter if you don't. So make sure you put your weight in underneath the front of the nose. More plates going on the inside. Just checking to see what it is. It's weird putting that plate on once those 2 parts are in. There must be a reason. We'll find out that later. We've got another part for the bottom area going on. It looks like a fan section, and then your bomb's being made up and put in. So you can have the doors open or closed. Another nice touch. Go to on the other side of the fuselage. Exactly the same thing, but then clamp them together to form your single fuselage. Now, looking at this, we've got parts to go into the front, which is obviously the lights in the front, the identification lights going down. Now it looks like you clamp the top part, the top part of the wings go on first, drilling out some holes from bits and pieces that are going to go underneath for your ducting. And then you clamp the top halves on top of the wings once they're on the spar. That's a new one on me. Never seen that before. So we'll see how that goes when we build it. Okay, side plates going on for the sides of the fuselage where the wings join. Rear tail plane being made up. Obviously it's a twin tail plane going on. It looks like they're movable, posable rudders, which is a nice touch, and also posable ailerons, another nice touch. We've got undercarriage with special steps by the looks of it. So just looking to see, it's asking you not to glue certain stuff. Again, we'll see that when we come up with the build. And we'll come through at the engine. Looks like some nice detail on our rotary engine. And our hub looking nice. Our cowling with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces to go onto the cowling alone. Looks like we can have it open or closed depending on whether the engine is running or in a standing position. Excuse me. Starting to get over the flu. So the engine nacelles are then made up. and over top of the undercarriage. So if you're like me and you generally make up your undercarriage and put it on at the end, saving breaking it, we're going to see if we can work a way around to doing that when we build it, but we'll have a look. So nacelles going on, doors for the nacelles all going on to that side, same on this side. A lot of this is just doubled up, obviously for the engine, right and left. It looks very, very good, and it looks to settle in very easily and simply, so we'll have to see where that goes. Posable flaps, again, lovely idea, well done Airfix, coming on really well, and you've got loads of different question marks telling you which ways you can have it, how you want to do it. You've got a rear skid going down, you've other parts of the, I'm just looking, I'm sorry I've gone quiet, I'm just looking to see what we're doing here. So they're now starting to make up the undercarriage again with the compressor units for the oleos going on. Looks a bit odd. You've got actuators for the doors, you've got 2-part wheels which looks good. Now on Airfix they'll be weight on wheels, which will be nice. Smaller parts going in. Then we've got the front undercarriage going on. Again, it looks quite solid and chunky, which will be nice. 2-part hub for the front wheel. Guns, which will be fairly basic and probably best to upgrade those with brass items, if that's what if you really want to just show out. That's for your top turret. All going in, looking nice. You've got all different plates going on depending on which variants you're going to do. And carrying through, more plates going down, more guns being put in. Looking good. There's your forward facing gun for the turret again. And all go with you've got all your ammo cans going in on that one as well. Looks really, really nice. You've got your gun going in on the nose with ammo and other boxing equipment. Then we come into what looks like a 2-part canopy system, which it would be because of the way that it's set up. We've got a forward facing gun goes through the front canopy on our A unit, and then we've got our little unit to go on the front, the actual front cowling to go on, glazing cowling. It's looking good. So then your props go together, go on. You've got other parts to go over top of the lights with all your little lumps and bumps, aerials, radio, radar, what have you on there. Your rear going on, other little bits and pieces, the windows going in for the last part of the section. So it looks quite an in-depth little build. So we've got an AA4 pull out of our B-25. Let's pull you out a bit. So this is just for the stencil data, including the bombs, so not too many compared to the Phantom I did earlier, but hey, I'm not moaning. Airfix did a brilliant job. Looks great, it's fair enough. Put that in, and then we have a double-sided colour sheet. So we have Desert Warrior, crewed by Captain Ralph Lower, Pilot Officer Anthony Arthur Martin, Sergeant John R. Dawdy, Sergeant J.B. Saragallo, Lieutenant Floyd R. Pond, Lieutenant T.R. Tate, Lieutenant W. Seaman, 81st Bombardment Squadron, Medium 12 Bombardment Group, Bollingfield, Washington, D.C. So we've got a gunmetal surface underneath with a desert sand top. Ooh, oh, that was going to look nice. That's going to look really nice. I think I just made up my mind without looking at the other one which one I'm going to do. This looks gorgeous. So if we turn her over, we've got our Lady Jane, which is the 23rd Anti-Submarine Squadron, Tampa, Florida, USA, July 1943, which has got matte olive drab top with a bit of dark green edging and a matte white, yeah, matte white underneath. Absolutely beautiful. So that's lovely. Right, decals next. So we'll bring you in, whoop, that way, and you can have a look at those. Now, again, very nicely printed, looking good. The off blues are quite nice, they're just about right. Everything's in register. Very little carrier film with any of it. In fact, I can't see any carrier film, especially with these. With the 9.9, there's not even carrier film in the centre of the 9. So, again, very, very nicely done. Just a pity they weren't better protected in the box, but hey ho. Then we come on, take you out, come on to our plastic. One big bag, making sure that there's nothing falling off, which there hasn't. Put that on the way. Look at this in a moment. We'll just find our major parts. Here we go. Right, so here's our fuselage. Now, just looking at it, obviously this is the first time I've seen it, and I'm looking very carefully at it just to see what we think. First off the bat, the rivet and detail is absolutely microscopic, and to me it looks in scale. Just having a look at this, this is absolute. This has to be one of the best Airfix moulds I think I've seen in a long while. I mean, the Phantom was good, I'll admit that, but the engraving on this looks spot on. It all goes where it should go, and it looks lovely. And hopefully in the photographs you'll be able to see a little bit better, but it really does look nice on those fuselages. The tails, no rivet in detail, but I mean, I don't know the actual aircraft that well, but I'm sure they had more rivets on than that. Size of the bomb base, very, very nicely done, and I have to say, no ejection pin marks in them. Very, very nicely done. The rear spar, a lot of detail in this area, a heck of a lot of detail in this area, and looks absolutely gorgeous. Cockpit tub, again, not a single sign of an ejection pin mark. Nice detail, take lovely to a wash. Same with the underneath where the wheel bay goes in. That looks really, really nice. Now, on the back side, right, usual problem with Airfix. Yeah, there's lots of lovely ribbon detail in here and everything we'd expect nowadays from a good kit, but we do have the ejection pin marks. Not a major issue, because it's not really going to be seen that much when we look at it from the angle, but they are there. But hey ho, it is what it is. Plastic feels soft again, but, and it's a dull, it's not like that ringy tone like Tamiya have. But hey ho, that's a brilliant sprue. We're not going to complain much about that whatsoever. Wings is the next one. Now, the wings have a dihedral, a slight dihedral in them, and they are looking absolutely lovely. The level of detail is very, very high, and they look very, very nice. The props, very, very good, and I haven't seen a single piece of flash anywhere. There's no sink marks on the props, they're great. Another part of the wing spar, again with detail, so Airfix are really making an effort here and really pulling the stops out. So what we got here, I'll bring you in for the smaller part. Right, we have our rudders, tailplanes, elevators and everything else, all looking good. They do have these large location pins, which I'm not a big fan of, I will admit, after the Phantom, but it could have been me, but hey ho. The detail of everything is terrific, really looking nice. There's fabric work, raised detail, fabric work on all of these parts. They are doubled up, which is nice. The yokes look very, very nice for the scale with the instrument panel. Bit basic, but I think it was in this aircraft. We have the front undercarriage, again looking glorious. Bomb bays and our spinner noses, or the nose for the engines, looking terrific with lots of detail on there. Come up lovely with a wash. So we've got all our little diddly parts for our cowls, well, these parts rather, and we've got our parts for the open engines or closed engines, whichever we want to do. The guns are basic, as we said earlier, but on saying that, they're not as basic as they have been in the past. So Airfix have really notched it up again with this kit. They took it to another level, even compared to the Phantom kit. So that's looking wonderful. Here we have different cowlings again, and our engines. Right, let's get that right. So the pistons are kind of engraved on there, and then we've got our other parts looking absolutely beautiful actually. And those plates are double-sided as well, which is a fantastic touch. Weight on wheels, as we said, looking very nice. Basic bombs, dumb bombs, drop bombs, whatever you want to call them, looking good. We've got our two pilot figures. Seats, there was no harnesses that I can see, so we have to make some for those. All the undercarriage looking really nice and solid and looking really, really good, to be truthful. So we then come to our glassware. Now Airfix have been known for their glassware to be absolutely superb just lately, and by the looks of this, there is no difference. If I bring you in as far as I can and level that up there, that level of clarity is probably, in my opinion, the best on the market. There is no wobble, there is nothing. It looks gorgeous. Everything there looks amazing, it really does. I mean, Airfix have really stepped it up with this kit, really stepped it up. And again, the turrets, gun turrets, they are gin clear. I don't drink gin, but I know what it looks like. The nose is just spot on. Everything about, I'm a bit stunned because this is just a complete step up. This is in the realms of what I would call one of, we all tend to compare everything to Tamiya in the model world because they are that good. This is as good as any Tamiya kit that I've seen. Glazing wise, mould wise, obviously we don't know what the fit is like until we do it, but It's a stunner. This really is a stunner. Well, I'm actually speechless for a change, know what I mean? They are absolutely beautiful. So if this is things for Airfix for things to come, bring it on. I'd be quite happy to do them. So put the lid back on, keep it all nice and safe, and I'll cover up in a moment. I'm going to take some, what I will do at the end of this video, I'll take some sprue photos as well, and you'll see what I mean. It's just amazing. But this is Airfix's brand new 1/72 North American B-25C D Mitchell. It's a stunner. Get one. Get it. I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. It stumped me. That's that good. Get one.